How do you see the link between the Chinese mainland and Hong Kong when it comes to economic links, cultural, academic links? From the perspective of you yourself, a Hong Kong person living and studying on the Chinese mainland.
The way I see this is, if Hong Kong people really and people like myself who are very fortunate to be able to understand this is we are a part of China, not just on the sentence and label sense, but to really understand we are a part of China. We certainly a lots of different opportunities, opportunity to study, opportunity for economic growth, getting jobs, opportunity for getting housing, etc. Has certainly opened up. And if we to compare to any countries around the world, for example, in the US, you might be born in one state and one particular county and city, but it's very, very common to have someone to study in another state and then have someone to work on another state, in the West Coast, in the East Coast, in the central area, etc. And I think really Hong Kong people need to understand that beyond just having that label and sentence that we are part of China, but really China is one country that we can belong to and can be proud of.
Yeah, finally, it has been 24 years since 1997 when Hong Kong returned to China from the British colonial rule. Your reflection and feelings about Hong Kong's return to China 24 years on.
So I think I'm extremely, as a Hong Kong citizen, I'm extremely grateful for the country China and particularly for the Communist Party of China, who have supported Hong Kong throughout the last 100 years. Ever since from when Hong Kong was still a colonial territory of the British, all the way to really fighting for our democracy and freedom when we return back to motherland. I think this is a very important message that most of the Hong Kong people have missed, that our freedom and our democracy wasn't given by the British Empire, but instead it was fought hard by the central government and the Communist Party of China. So for that alone, we owe a lot to the central government. From giving us water supply to really prioritizing the stability and prosperity of Hong Kong, to really protect us, from the Asian financial crisis as well. There's so much that we have, and I am personally been very grateful for. And from the present days, I'm extremely, as I've mentioned, I'm extremely proud to call myself Chinese, particularly throughout the last year. We have seen how China have handled the pandemic, not only for themselves, but for the rest of the world. Distributing vaccine where not everyone yet have been vaccinated in China, but yet to consider that we are in one world together, from affiliating and poverty affiliation for the extreme poverty in China. It really demonstrates China's human right on particularly the liberty to life, liberty of health, to employment, how the economic growth. So all this made me extremely proud as Chinese, and looking towards the future, I'm extremely hopeful. How we are working together to create a community of shared future for mankind. Ranging from the responsibility for climate action and the pursuit of sustainable development goals, to multilateral cooperation, from the RCEP trade deals to the EU-China investment deal. Those are all providing, particularly myself, and hope for lots of Chinese and Hong Kongers as well, a brighter and more hopeful future. So I'm grateful, I'm proud, and I'm hopeful.
Thank you so much, Enoch Wong. Come back again.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.